Welcome to another live stream watch long reaction. Tonight we're watching and reacting to Montserrat versus Panama in Group D of the 2026 CONCACAF World Cup Qualifier Round 2. Starting 11s are as follows. 4, Montserrat in goal, Trent, Carter, Rogers. The back 4 of Gordon, Daniels, Abraham, Dorset, Brandon Barzy, Brandon Conley, Junaid Mead, Alex Dyer, Kaleem Strawbridge, Lyle Taylor, and Jamie Allen. For Montserrat for Panama, we got Luis Maja, Jose Cordoba, Eduardo Farina, Eric Davis, Michael Murillo, Christian Martinez, Jose Rodriguez, Edgar Barcenas, Anibal Godoy, Eduardo Guerrero, and Javanni Welch for Panama. Congratulations. Congratulations. Panama in the red, Montserrat in, well, raining like a mug down there. Panama, of course, with their new crests as well in this match. Empty stadium. They'll play Montserrat's anthem. They're wearing teal jerseys. Montserrat are wearing the teal jerseys. But there's their anthem been played. For Montserrat in goal, Carter, Rogers, Barzy, Dorset, Daniels, Gordon, Dyer, Mead, Conley, Allen, Taylor, Strawbridge. For their starting 11 once again. Referees are it's on mute. It's on mute. I don't know what you heard, but everything's on mute. This is technically Panama's away match, even though it's not even being played in Montserrat. Ismael Cornejo is the referee. Always wonder, hey, at least you're checking for me. I'm not going to complain about that. Starting 11 for Panama in goal, we got Maya. Back forward, Davis, Cordoba, Farina, Murillo, Rodriguez, Martinez, Godoy, Barcenas, Welch, and Guerrero for Panama. How do you watch it? CONCACAF's YouTube channel is how I'm watching it. I have no idea how to watch it in Montserrat or Panama, unlike Trinidad. And Canada could be on One Soccer. Still could be CONCACAF's YouTube channel if it's not on One Soccer, but it's either or. Livesport24.net if you need third party. How we doing, Red Bull Insider? Thank you. Will Panama get their 6 points of the window? Will they get 6 points in the window, or are they going to fail? And we're off. That's out for a throw from Montserrat. I'm here once again to say Greg Biden's a shit coach. Glad you're back. Understand you have to run the agenda, but glad you're back. 40 seconds in. How you doing, Rory? One minute in. Nil-nil, going for it, 0-0. You might actually be right. Yes. Yes, it'll take Costa Rica a couple of years for me to say they're better than Panama. I mean, for a long time they were under Thomas Christensen, ever since he took over. No, Panama's better than Costa Rica. And you could say, but they finished under Costa Rica in the World Cup qualifiers. I'd say that's when they were even, when Costa Rica was going for it that one last time. With the weak team, or the older, weaker, keeping the older players on for longer than they should have? No. This generational change? Not too sure. Yeah, the generational change looks pretty good for Costa Rica, but I'm not too sure. 0-0 versus T2 versus Galaxy 2. Los Dos, 0-0. I was not crazy enough to think they'd draw 0-0. No. Why would I be? Costa Rica needs to call up Alonso Martinez. Dude's a baller. I agree with that. Where the hell did he come from is the question. Jamaica's better than Panama. They just beat him in the third place match. Where the hell did he come from? Like, he came out of nowhere. Like, barely even a TAM player for New York, I think. And he just is probably their best striker. And I won't totally lie, New York has whiffed on strikers recently. Came from Lommel and rode the bench until we needed a striker and coached through a Hail Mary and it worked. Hey, that's the best way. That's the best way to do it. But they've whiffed on strikers recently in New York, and then this random dude who's a Hail Mary turns out to be the answer. That French team beat the Netherlands. Okay. Point. Bakrar, yes. Mijatovic, too early to call. If he's holding bench for some random dude who came out of nowhere, who may not even be a striker, at least at first, but that got turned into a striker, yeah, I think it's not too early to call. He's holding bench for some... Yeah, random dude sounds mean, but you got my point. 4th minute. But so be it. Goal kick here for Montserrat. I feel like this one's going to be an ugly match. It's a rainy day. I wonder if it's a tropical wave or it's not rainy season yet. Might be one of those 5 tropical waves that didn't turn into anything. Central American gyre. That's exactly what time of year it is. Fair enough. Fair enough. He's 18 and only started to get a taste of living outside of Serbia. Bakrar is just plain and utter shit. Fair enough. I'll give Mijatovic that he's 18 and just started to he may be homesick. You got a point. And being that young, it would probably... You know what? I can understand that. You don't really start wanting to travel and do all these crazy things and take all these trips and that until you're about 21. Like when you're 18, 17, you don't really want to move, even if you should, or it wouldn't mean anything anyway. You don't really want to move, but I can understand why, because you still have that little group of friends and stuff when you're in high school and middle school, and you don't want to leave that group of friends. I think that's also part of it. But then once you have to pull from that group of friends, it's like, why the hell did I want to stay so badly? And you just want to travel and do. So yeah, around 18, you're sort of, my point being is when you're 18, 17, 16, 19, you don't really understand movement or why you would want to move and experience different things. You have homesickness because you don't know any better. It's just really a status quo type of thing. So I get it. Then when you start getting about closer to 2021, 22, you're like, I don't want to stay. You just want to start traveling, or at least and experiencing different things. But yeah, I think that's pretty universal. But I get it. I get it. I don't think they will. Brazil's going to play their best 11. You think they will? I have a bridge to sell you. 7th minute, 0-0. Maybe I should have just done the Canada game. This does not look fun at all. I'm not a veterinarian. I have no idea. I mean, I'm sure there's something that's similar to pink eye, or they can get canine pink eye. I mean, I would guess so, but that's a question for Google. I have no idea. I mean, I would think it's possible. I mean, that they could have something similar or have their own version. But I'm not the person to ask. Football, ask me about that. History, ask me about that. Politics, well, shouldn't get too political, but like financially and all that. You want to ask me about finance? Yeah, sure. I can answer finance question. I'm not good at math, but I can answer like stocks questions and like math itself, though. No. Music, but yeah, no. I mean, I can guess, but I'm about as good as anybody. About as anybody on a message board on like Quora or some shit about that. So, 9th minute. Might as well look for the real answer. Panama shot blocked away. That's a corner. You're talking about him, them, or me? Sadly enough, PlayStation. PlayStation better. There's 0 fans. Well, one, it's a rainy day, and it's not even being played in Montserrat. So, no, actually, there's some behind the goal. Shot over the bar, or off the bar. There's some behind the goal. Mexico lost to Brazil, too. I don't know why you're so worried about that. Like, I mean, they lost. Mexico lost to Brazil, too. I'm sure Canada would, too. I mean, yeah. when the people talking about CONCACAF who are not even paid to talk about it or barely paid to talk about it, just do it basically out of the fun of their heart. Yeah, and do better than people who actually are paid to do it. Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, some of the stuff about this region may suck, but it's also sort of kitschy, you know? But yeah, the commentators, oh no. No. Goal kick. What story do they have to finish? What? What are sweats? Like for the what's that? What's that? Yeah, Zivin's good. I'm talking about the random dudes they hire for CCL. Like, I mean, I like Mike Watts. They all sound the same too. Like Mike Watts, like three of the guys all sound the same. Tyler Terrence, Mike Watts, and Josh Eastern, they all sound the same. Like, have you not noticed that? That you can't really tell who's calling those games unless they say their name. Because I can't tell the difference. They all sound the same. Ederson or Alisson? Ooh, Alisson. Ederson's a fraud. Ortega's better. Stefan Ortega is better than Ederson. I'm not kidding. Stefan Ortega is better. How the hell? I mean, yeah, I know Costa Rica made it deep in the 2014 World Cup, and U.S. played well, but it's not serious anymore. How 10 years? Julio Cesar, you should have a FIFA icon. No, I'm being serious. Ortega is better than Ederson. Ortega's better at shot stopping. He's better at playing the ball with his feet. He's better at distributing the ball. Ederson's honestly, to me, like, if he didn't play for Man City, he would be nobody. He's a system goalkeeper. Ortega legit has better talent. Yes, he can play well for Man City, but he can play well for anybody else. Ortega actually has talent. Ederson's a system goalkeeper. System. Okay. Fair enough. That's fair. In Canada, that's even, maybe. El Salvador finally won a game in 2 years. Yeah, good for them. Just over 2 years. 13th minute, playing forward is Panama. I'm surprised they haven't scored yet. Yeah, Montserrat's just gumming up the game because the rain can help. Have you ever seen the rain? I'm surprised they haven't scored yet. No. Well, hold on. How long did it take Trinidad to score? I mean, Bahamas can be much better. Hold on. 6 minutes. So that's two times more minutes for Panama not to score. Because Panama's better than Trinidad. I saw that. Against St. Vincent. This is Montserrat. T2 is down 1-0. How are you going to be down to Los Dos? No, I'm not calling them Ventura County. We know who they are. It's still Los Dos. It's still Los Dos. I don't know which one's stupider against El Salvador. Oh, El Salvador beat St. Vincent. Well, they were supposed to. If they didn't, there'd be problems. But then again, they drew Puerto Rico as well. So Puerto Rico's somewhat on the up, but What's crazier to me is that Jamaica only won 3-2. They won 3-2 against Dominica. Should have done better. But at least they won. They've won both their games, so could be worse. At least they didn't pull a complete Trinidad. Cross in. Shot blocked. What a block by Montserrat. The Town FC for Quakes 2 or Ventura County. I don't know which one's stupider. I don't like the Town FC. Like the name the Town FC is just... Ventura County, at least it sounds like a normal football club name. They're still Los Dos. I don't get why they rebranded. The Town sounds stupid. Like it sounds like you sound like you're in USL League 2. Like, no. At least Ventura County still sort of has a Los Dos ideal. The Town is just like something completely different to Quakes 2. But then again, who even wants to be connected to the San Jose Earthquakes? They're so bad. And I guess when the San Jose Earthquakes do move again, because John Fisher, of course, is going to try to move them to Vegas, they don't have to, they could change their name again in MLS Next Pro. El Salvador is a country. Guatemala is doing well, 6 out of 6. Yep. Good for them. Here? Well, I don't know what probably about what? $5 local currency? I mean, shit, if I was there, I'd buy a ticket. But, I mean, that's just my opinion. MLS Next Pro, we're doing some stuff where we're branding the farm teams and youth teams is just tedious. Yeah, because for some reason they want different brand identities. Like what? Tell me Toronto FC 2 should rebrand? To what? To what? Well, no, they also can show up on day one. Day one and the last day. Doesn't make it harder, though. I don't know. 16th minute. 0-0. D-Gens FC. That'd be the MLS Next Pro team if they move to Las Vegas. Let's not forget, John Fisher, who owns the Oakland Athletics, owns the San Jose Earthquakes. It wouldn't shock me if he pulled the same exact shit. I mean, have we seen what they've done with Indianapolis? Like, Indy 11's already there. Guess what? MLS wants to put their tentacles in Indy, and it's not going to be the Indy 11. So, yeah, Las Vegas Lights, you might be SOL. And that sucks for Jose Bautista, because you know what? Joey Bats doesn't deserve that. He doesn't deserve that. To get his team stolen out from under him. I do need to buy Jose Bautista a Las Vegas Lights jersey. I don't disagree with that either, but Sacramento got screwed over. I like San Diego as a spot. What they should have done was move San Jose to Las Vegas, bring in Sacramento, give San Diego. So LA, San Diego Galaxy, Sacramento, San Jose's in Vegas. But they've been around since 1974. They already moved us once. Nobody cares. You're irrelevant. The last time you were relevant, Dwayne De Rosario played for you, okay? Oh, but what about Wando? Wando was the relevant guy, not you. There's a difference. Wando was relevant, not the club. He made the club barely relevant. Yay. I ain't heard a damn thing about the Earthquakes since the start of last year, only because they were hot at the start of last year. Then they made the playoff. Well, I should say they did make the playoffs. We covered that game. Other than that, they've been horrible this year. I don't think they would move NYCFC. NYCFC, they want New York. They actually want the New York market. Red Bulls is not New York. It's New Jersey. When they finally got a team in New York City proper, they weren't going to get rid of it just because, Las Vegas. I'd be more worried for a team like Montreal or San Jose or Salt Lake. Not New York. Timbers, too. It's their backup. It's their youth team. Or reserve team. 20th minute. Is that Caleb Porter's brother? Guy looks like Caleb Porter's brother. Honestly, no, I'm not going to go. I'm not going to start just absolutely downing Caleb Porter. It's not. I would miss the 401 rivalry. I would miss it. I didn't say I wanted him to move. I just said I would be worried of them moving over New York. Because even though I hate Montreal, the rivalry, I don't want to lose the best rivalry, the true best rivalry in the league. Besides, I don't want freaking Trillium Cup to be our number one rivalry again. That's a joke. It's not a rivalry. If Montreal moved, ironically enough, New York City FC would be our rival. Our real rival, if Montreal were to move, would be NYCFC, if I'm being totally honest. It wouldn't be Columbus. I mean, yeah, they're still trying to force the Trillium Cup, and I certainly think they would do it again for a lot more if Montreal were to move. Whether Saputo leaves the club or whether Saputo finally says, screw this, and sells, and then they move a couple of years later. But they're in the West. Besides, maybe it's because Columbus is around, but even then, yeah, we play Vancouver once every year, and maybe twice in the Canadian Championship, depending, but at least it will be this year's twice. But, I mean, I believe Vancouver more than Columbus, but still, I think New York would be the true rival in that case. More painful, the Leafs. More chokes, the Cowboys. No, I'm doing this. Montserrat versus. Greg Berhalter, it's time to learn Chinese, buddy. Guangdong Tigers. Who he play for? Greg Berhalter's face pops up on the TV. Guangdong Tigers. Has somebody made that meme yet? Of the who he play for with Berhalter's face popping up and Shaq doing the. Somebody needs to do that. I don't know if he managed to be fired. He might just go into the freaking guillotine instead of getting fired. Honestly, if I was Greg, I'd rather be fired in that situation. The Stone Age, more like the 1970s. Maybe in football, yeah. Not in real history. That's more like the. No, because that would just be stupid. I mean, technically he's wearing shorts, but that would just be stupid. I mean, yeah, football-wise, yeah. Really? Early 1900s? Pre-industrial revolution? He's going to get fired out of a cannon. I'd pay to see that, though. Bring out the trebuchet. What? Bring out the trebuchet. Flinged out of town. On a giant trebuchet. Just, nope. Free kick for Montserrat. Not going to lie, the last City Field match against Red Bull was amazing, especially from the beginning. As soon as I sat in section 101 and while CFC scored, I was yelling for excitement. I was talking about New York Cosmos. Well, yeah, those are. I mean, football-wise, yeah, they're a Stone Age team. But, hey, at least Pele played here. If I could customize a T-shirt, got to show what I'm talking about. I don't know if you can customize a T-shirt, but for $11 out of Ross, I found a Brazil T-shirt just a couple, like on Wednesday. I'd put Pele on there if I could customize a T-shirt. And growing up, that was my dad's favorite player, probably because that's the only one he heard of. But yeah, it was only $11. It was like, might as well. Copa's coming up, and I'm gonna be talking about Brazil. Might as well. Instead of just wearing a yellow shirt, might as well. So. Didn't find any jerseys, but it was worth finding the shirt, I guess. And I should have bought that Club America football and microwaved it, but special episode of, is it a good idea to microwave this? They never microwaved the football. Yeah, they're trash. We know. No. He does have like a big Budweiser glass bottle, like one of those like decorative glass bottles that was like a Dale Earnhardt bottle. Usually it's like an extra coin bank, but he was never into it. No. Brazil's going to melt the USA. Probably. They're not. I mean, Brazil's not great, but they're not bad anymore. Turns out Dorival Jr. is actually a good manager. I mean, they did damn near blow the game against Mexico, but they still end up winning. Probably because Endrick is a freaking stud. But he's a damn good player. I just hope Endrick doesn't go full Neymar. Keeper picks it up for a goal kick. Now, that's also possible, but I think Colombia will finish first in their group. I do think that will happen. I agree with that. Brazil would finish second, but I could see it. But I just hope Endrick doesn't go full Neymar, because this is seeing this happen again. The hype for Endrick reminds me of the hype for Neymar. What I do know is it seems to me Endrick has a better head on his shoulders than Neymar ever did. I don't think Vinicius Jr. ever had the same hype Endrick did. Vinicius, like, Madrid signed him early, but I never thought he had the same amount of hype. He created, I wouldn't say hype, but he definitely made his name. Like, he earned the respect he's gotten. It just didn't instantly. Endrick, on the other hand, that kid's hype reminds me of Neymar. I just hope it works out better for him, because Neymar is probably the biggest what if ever. Because Neymar, legitimately, for a couple of years there, could have won the Ballon d'Or if Messi and Cristiano didn't exist. But now, because he didn't win those Ballon d'Ors, and Neymar had his moments, and then when he went full Kevin Durant, which is what that PSG move was. Neymar went full Kevin Durant. When he went full Kevin Durant, that's when his career started going on the downslope, was when he went to PSG and went full Kevin Durant. Which, funnily enough, Mbappe did the same thing for Real Madrid as he went full Kevin Durant. 30th minute. Corner for Panama. They take it short. Well, I wasn't alive when Brazilian Ronaldo was that young. Hell, I don't even think, like, when I was born, he was barely just about to leave his prime. Can't really speak on that. Neymar was always overrated, in my opinion. Fair enough, but there was a time where, my point being is there was a time where he was tipped to be what people say Endrick's going to be. I'm just saying I hope it goes better. That's all. I mean, goal scoring wise, yeah, but no, I think he's about properly rated. I don't think he's underrated. If he won more trophies, I think he'd actually be overrated. But since he hasn't won any trophies, then no, he's properly. Y'all remember Freddie Adu? Yeah, I remember. Cross in. Like, I remember watching Gas back in the day and watching Guts and Figure It Out. Like, every other commercial was Freddie Adu and Pele. Like, I remember that. Double Dare. Like, come home from school one day. Or, no. That was still, no, it wasn't even, no. Or come home from whatever. We're just at home. I think they may have ran that commercial a little bit longer. I'm not going to lie. I think maybe they kept running that commercial because whatever, for a while longer than it should have. Maybe that's why I said that. But safe. But again, I'm watching like Guts. Every other commercial break. Freddie Adu, Pele. Same thing with Legend of the Hidden Temple. Figure It Out. All of those. I'm like, wow. Made me want to drink. I mean, now it's not even around anymore. It's just Starry. So I guess that tells you. For NYCFC's new stadium, I would like to see WWE plus WWE make a $20 million donation to City University of New York Athletics program. Maybe a SummerSlam? Maybe. I could see it. Yeah, he did. Yeah. Cross, and that was over the bar by Panama. And now he's running a strip club in Miami. Wait, what? No, what? I don't. Is this true? Hey, you know what? Get your bag somehow. Go and get your bag somehow. I think he played in Turkey for a while, but hey, maybe he's gotten a hair transplant. I don't know. Why would a middle-aged man from North America be in Turkey? Oh, I know. Hair transplant. Hair transplant. Seriously, look up Turkish hair transplants. It's not even a joke. I know he played in Turkey, though. That's going to be goal kick. This game is so boring so far. Who's another super hot player that did nothing? Neymar. Well, I can't say nothing, but he definitely hurt his career. Freddie Adu. Oh! Chucky Lozano. Chucky Lozano and Diego Lainez. Both of them did nothing. But Lozano won a Scudetto. Who cares? How much did he do to win that Scudetto? Not a thing. Chucky Lozano. Did he ever... He played in Europe. I don't think he was that good in Europe. Camavinga will end up as a wonder kid that'll end up doing nothing. How so? How so? Lainez is a starter for Tigres, not nothing. And he's about to be replaced by another Tronco named Marcelo Flores. Now, we don't know why that is. We don't know why that is. Maybe Siboldi actually liked Marcelo. Maybe Marcelo actually played well. We don't know why that is. But that does stink. But I did see a guy drop to his knees at a Walmart, so who knows? So who knows? Why is Marco Royce coming to the LA Galaxy, not an East Coast team? He'd be a bigger name for New England Revolution. They need him. They may need him. They ain't going to pay him. Robert Kraft doesn't spend money, and Jonathan spends even less. Cleared. I'm Montserrat. He's not that good, honestly, when I see Camavinga play. He does absolutely nothing. He's just overhyped because he plays for UEFA Madrid in France. Fair enough. 37th minute, 0-0. The rumor all over is even the person's Instagram that mentioned it is Siboldi has a relationship with Tatiana Flores. Any truth? I don't think it's true. I don't think it's true. But again, I did see a guy drop to his knees in Walmart. So who knows? But I don't think it's true. I think it's more likely that one of Siboldi's coaches told Monterrey about the lineup. I believe that more than the... Personally, I believe that more than the Tatiana Flores thing. That's just my opinion, though. Like, why now? And even if it was true, why would he get fired now? Like, they would have known about this. But I guess now that T-Rose were pissed off at him, maybe this was the time. 38th minute. Paunovic is going to be the new Tigres head coach. Not a bad move, at least for him. Tigres, I'm not sure. 39th minute. It is, yeah, it's a wild story either way. Either way, it's a wild story. Punched away. But again, I passed the post. But again, I believe his staff told Monterrey about, somebody on the staff told Monterrey about the lineup. That's what I believe. And it's a goal for Panama. I thought it went behind the net. I thought that went behind the net. There's a goal for Panama for Welch. Goal for Welch. Javanni Welch in the 40th minute, finally. Javanni Welch. 1-0 Panama. Let's see. I need to see this again. I thought that went behind the net. Punched away. All the way to the top. Over the top of the box. Golazo. Javanni Welch just chips it in. Keeper can't get there. It's 0-1 Panama. WrestleMania. I don't know if BMO Field's big enough, but all I'm hearing is there's no love for Adriano Leon. That's all I'm hearing here. "41st minute. Yeah, I feel sorry. I feel sorry for Tatiana because it's probably hell for her right now. I feel sorry for her. Adriana Leon's a great player. I agree with that too. She is an awesome player. She's also pretty, but she's a damn good player. She's both. For the 3rd minute. Or I could just say Adriana Leon clears both Alex Morgan and no. Marcelo still could be. Diego Lainez, no. But Fidel Ambriz, though. 43rd minute. But Fidel Ambriz, though. Fidel Ambriz, though. Yeah, I mean, Marcelo could still. I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility. 43rd minute. Timbers 2 tied up 2-2. Good. I mean, I'll admit, Marcelo Flores had a good season. I'll admit he had a good season. Really good season. Again, Ruben's still a pageant mom, but if you wanted to play, I feel like there was a part of Marcelo who wanted to play for Canada. But we all know why he didn't. I'm still not happy about that situation, but, you know, whatever. Free kick. Yeah, they've never really been good at that. And even then, I don't think the Mexican Federation want to recruit Mexican Americans. I think they do it to, well, actually, Fidel Barajas, the one who played for Charleston, now plays for RSL. No, they're going for him. But I think he wants to play for Mexico. I think that's the difference. Like, if the ones who want to play for the USA, they don't really try to sway. If they want to play for Mexico, they roll out the red carpet for them. Bad thing is barely any of those Mexican Americans want to play for Mexico. Unlike Fidel Barajas. He wants to play for them. That's what he wants. I think most Mexican American players want to play for the USA. And I don't blame them, especially now. Like, if you're looking at what you're watching, I had a real good day. Thoughts of the USMNT getting clapped 5-1 by Colombia and Mexico barely losing 3-2 to Brazil. I thought Mexico actually looked pretty good last night. In my opinion, I thought they actually looked pretty good. Yeah, it sucks they gave up that last-minute goal to Endrick, but I thought they looked pretty good overall. Getting back to a 2-2 before the end of it, you know, I thought it was a good result. Like, in context, it's a good result. Yeah, it's a loss, but it's a good result compared to what happened against Uruguay. The USA losing to Colombia. I know Colombia's on a roll right now, but Jesus Christ. 5-1, Greg Berhalter sucks. Like, he's the worst. I mean, not that I haven't said that before, but, like, 1 minute of stoppage time, and that's halftime. Ricardo Pepi's the best Mexican-American player. I would agree with that for now. Fidel Barajas could be better very soon, but I would agree with that right now. Halftime, it is 0-1 for Panama. Montserrat's defended well. Not enough, though. They still allowed a goal in the 40th minute. Or do it now and just let BJ run the Copa. And if he earns his job completely, so be it. If he goes full, let's see. If he goes full Antonio Pierce or Rich Bisaccia, hire him completely. Do it now. Especially if the USA gets curb stomped out by Brazil. I mean, Brazil ain't great right now. They're better than they were under Denise. Still ain't great. Like, in theory, Berhalter, I mean, I know it would be Brazil's best 11, but in theory, they could still get a result against Brazil. Or at least not lose 4 or 5. So, in my opinion, do it now. BJ Callahan can run the Copa. If they give him the full-time job, if Antonio Pierce is it, good. Or Rich Bisaccia's. Because, you know, Rich Bisaccia should have been Antonio Pierce 2 years ago or whatever, but they wanted to hire that dumbass Josh McDaniels. Good good wrestler, talent, good talent. There's potential there. Not exactly what I expected, but good. Who's the worst wrestling commentator? Oh. I don't. Jimmy Smith was horrible, you know? I like Adnan Virk on MLB Network. Adnan Virk was horrible. Jimmy Smith wasn't great. I like Kevin Patrick, Kevin Egan. I like him. He sucked. I won't lie. You know what? It's probably a good thing he's better on MLS TV. He sucked on WWE TV. I hated it for him because I like him. I think he's a cool guy. Good football mind. Horrible wrestling commentator. I just felt sorry for him when the wrestling fans were after him because I'm like, damn, okay. I like Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee is awesome. Like, Michael Cole's better without Vince in his ear. That we know. Pat McAfee and Michael Cole is honestly the best announced team I've ever seen. I'm not going to lie. I used to hate Michael Cole. Turns out that was just Vince in his ear. But Michael Cole's a good commentator with Vince out of his ear. Look at the UK Championship tournament. That first one they did, if it's still on Peacock. But Pat McAfee and Michael Cole, awesome. And Michael Cole loves it too. You could just tell that put a breath in his career, lease of his career life on his career. Like, he wants to go 5 or 6 more years. You could just tell. Like, Cole didn't really give a like. There was a time where Cole didn't really give a fuck. It was like, yeah, this sucks. Then Pat comes in, and it's just. I've always been a fan of Pat McAfee anyway, but seriously. Also helps Pat McAfee's there. Doesn't hurt. I mean, Jim Ross is still the gold standard to me. Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler are still the gold standard to me, frankly. I mean, it's true. And Bobby Heenan, of course. But Michael Cole and Pat McAfee, for what they are, what it is now, yeah. His assist was incredible. Yeah, the thing I hate about that, Pat McAfee having that assist, is nobody talked about Mike Grella. Like, Mike Grella's finish was just as awesome, if not better, than Pat McAfee's assist. And people are like, oh, what an assist from Pat McAfee. I'm like, yeah, he had a great assist. That was a great chipped ball. But Grella's goal was amazing, and nobody's talking about that. I feel sorry for Mike Grella. Like, the first person to give Mike Grella props was Pat McAfee on the show the next day. I mean, Cantor tried. You know, Golasso tried, but nobody really signal boosted that from Cantor or Golasso. But then people started listening after Pat. Right. I felt sorry for Grella. I'm like, that was an amazing goal. Like, oh, I love Morrow, but Jim Ross. And maybe AJ will win it again. Well, Cody Rhodes is from Georgia. Cody Rhodes is from Georgia. What do you mean? He's from Marietta, Georgia. He is Southern. Thoughts on Caitlin Clark being left out of the Olympics? It's like women's sports can't get out of their way. Listen, Caitlin Clark being left out of the Olympics is the stupidest thing I ever seen. The U.S. women's national team are going to win basketball gold medal anyway. So to grow the game of women's basketball on the wave it's already on, with the best player they've probably ever seen, and because the rest of that team is jealous, the coach is jealous, the players on that team are jealous of Caitlin Clark, they leave her off. So you're basically just telling NBC we're going to half your ratings for women's basketball. Idiots. Like Caitlin Clark, there are 2 things that made your sport cool. Is Mississippi State in the mid-2010s, the mid to late 2010s, Mississippi State gave women's basketball its first breath of life, real true breath of life. Vic Schaefer, Victoria Vivians, Blair Schaefer, that team. The one who played against South Carolina, the one who played against Notre Dame, the one who almost went undefeated. Yeah, Dawn Staley's a good coach. I'm not disagreeing. But Mississippi State legit did make women's basketball cool when they were going to try to win those. They went to those back-to-back national titles. Vic Schaefer, with the way he was running that team, and then Caitlin Clark. And they're just going to leave her off the Olympic team. For what reason? You would never, and I mean ever, see the U.S. women's national team leave off a player like Sophia Smith. Now, or even Lily Johannes. A 16-year-old who can be cap-tied by another country is going to be put on the U.S. women's Olympic roster to be cap-tied by Emma Hayes. She wouldn't have been playing that friendly if she wouldn't have been. Who's a very talented player, who could be one of the best generational talents. But Caitlin Clark, who we know is a generational talent, who's making women's basketball have another inflection point, they're going to throw it all away. What, because they're all jealous? Like, have you seen her get bodied in the WNBA? It's like they legit hate her. Like, they don't want to succeed because of her. Like, or because of all the work she's put in. Like, they would rather fail and forsake her work for being a star that she is than respect the fact that she's a big star and ride the wave that she definitely inflected. So it's stupid. It's legitimately stupid. But hey, NBC, hope you enjoy 50% less ratings for women's basketball. I'm sure you'll get it back for swimming or something like that. I don't know. We'll find out. I agree with that. Exactly. But hey, at least, you know, Sam Purcell's making Mississippi State a good team again. So there's at least that for me. So, exactly. Samantha Irvin. Los Dos tied at 3-3. Exactly. But, you know, that's what happens. But hey, at least Mississippi State's good again in women's basketball. So Sam Purcell's a damn good coach. Mississippi State is back to winning every game but against South Carolina. Oh, Lord. Don Staley is damn good coach. Just State can't beat her team. They just can't. But again, Mississippi State makes everything cool. You just don't know it. The game of change in men's basketball. Mississippi State was the big pushing force by integrating men's basketball back in the 50s and 60s. Mississippi State made college basketball, women's college basketball, cool thanks to Vic Schaefer and his team. College baseball, Rafael Palmeiro, Will Clark, Ron Polk, 1985. It's all Mississippi State. It's all state. Who makes things cool? Mississippi State. You may not give us respect, but we make it cool. Then you fall in line. It may take a couple of years, but State's the reason everything's cool, at least college sports-wise. Give us our respect. Give us our respect. But you don't have the trophies. At least have one. We have one. We have one. And rightfully in baseball, but you know. Well, no, I just think they're jealous of Caitlin Clark. Exactly. Take a short break, talk about the stats, get this one going, sit tight, I'll be back. That's already more than Spurs. Fair enough. But just wait till January 2025. State will be in the college football playoff as the 12th seed and go from 12th seed to champion. Dime time, baby. Watch out for Blake Shapen. Ha 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 ha. Dime time. All right, stats the half. It was a league roster, but it's a fish. Good for them. 1-0 Argentina over Ecuador. I think it's official, but 29% possession to 71% possession, 2 shots to 7, 0 shots on goal to 2, 73 accurate passes, 64% to 258, 87%, 7 fouls to 6, 2 corners to 5, 2 shots 7, 0 shots on goal to 2, 114 passes to 295, 64% accurate passes to 87%. Be 6 throws to 15, 1 offside to 0, no yellow cards on either side, no red cards on either side, 0-1, 0-1 esta noche, Panama. Teams are out for the second half, but Panama should be winning by more. The fact they're only winning 1-0 is a little bit of a joke. Montserrat's defended a little bit, but they really just parked the bus and hope for the best. But Panama's been very wasteful as well. Pretty much all I could say. Yeah. It is promotional malpractice not to have Caitlin Clark. The sport can't afford not to grow. The cash cows here, they want to put her in storage. Well, hey, at least Toronto's getting a WNBA team. What, in 2 years? Hopefully Vic Schaefer's the coach. Hopefully there are some Mississippi State-related players there because it would be nice to have players that I was already fans of be the first part of the Toronto team. Yeah. Or Sam Purcell. Well, no. Last time we lost a really good coach, it went to shit quickly because we had no plan because Vic Schaefer's Judased us and went to Texas. Stabbed us in the back and went to Texas during the pandemic. Penson, horrible coach. God rest your soul. Good person, horrible coach. The interim between her and Purcell, sort of. Because they had no plan. And then Sam Purcell falls in their hands. And it was sort of a shot in the dark, but it worked out. Sam Purcell's probably a better coach anyway than Vic, but, no. Football game on a baseball field was wild. Hey, you shouldn't say that. The NYCFC fans are going to rip your head off. Don't say that. They're going to rip your head off. Oh, my God. They're going to rip your head off. Don't do that. They're going to rip your head off. What are you doing? No. Besides, what even brought that up? 47th minute, 1-0 Panama. What even brought that up? It's actually not bad in person. Yeah, but the fact that the divots pull up and goal! Oh my God! Montserrat tie it up. 1-1. Uno, Montserrat out of nowhere. That was horrible defending. How do you let that happen? No way. One Montserrat. What? Whoa. The first time they go forward with the ball. Goal. And it wasn't even Lyle Taylor. Kaleem Strawbridge with a goal. Smashes it home. Boom. And Maya didn't even try to save it. He just turns his head like, what? They let him run through. What the hell? Kaleem Strawbridge with a goal in the 48th minute. They just let him run through, and he smashed it home. He saw the opening. In the 48th minute, 1-1, uno. It's just a score. I still think Panama's going to win. Yeah, Panama should still win, but the fact they only scored one goal, that should have been 4-1. Like, yeah, Montserrat should have scored. I mean, that was a really good goal, but it really should have been 4-1 Panama anyway. The fact that it's 1-1 tells me Panama might not score. Well, hey, you know what? This is more embarrassing than what Trinidad pulled. At least Trinidad drew to a team who likes going forward, even though they're a minnow, who has proved they could score against the USA. They're going to Trinidad, that's a bit harder, but, you know, they scored twice in Trinidad. That's not as embarrassing as a team who they say is on the rise, who has a really good coach in Christensen, going down to not even Montserrat and drawing Montserrat, who barely did anything, goes forward once, scores a goal. Like, a 1-0 win was embarrassing enough. Like, where's the good Panama? I know they just won a game a couple of days ago. Where's the good Panama? Where's the Panama that I'm supposed to be afraid of? I don't see it. It's not even raining anymore. And besides, they're in Central America anyway. Normally the away Central America jitters happen to MLS teams. I agree with that. Like, Panama knows, and there's not even any atmosphere. The rain stopped. There's nobody there. Barely anybody there. And this shouldn't be hard. Quality should show through. It probably will. But even 2-1's embarrassing. Playing forward. Montserrat all alone, but there's a good defensive play, gets clear, or will get clear. The flag comes out. That's an offside. Heard women's soccer and men's lower division soccer is coming back to the Coney Island Baseball Park. Nice. Is that the same one that they do those like indie wrestling shows in? Like MCI Park or whatever? I think so. I know there's like a baseball park in New York that always hosts indie shows, or at least regularly does. MCI Park. Is that the same one? Playing 40 or is Panama? Playing forward is Montserrat. They're actually, that goal woke them up. My God. Why did they not play like this in the first half? No foul. Oh, I don't know. That might be a yes. Okay. I don't know why they're playing like this now. Jeez. Well, you know. Okay. Like Montserrat, why'd they not play like this in the first half? They don't look half bad. Ooh. That's got to be. Yeah, that's a foul. That's a foul. Yeah, Panama might just throw this one away. Hate to tell you, they might just throw this one away. He kind of jumped into that one where the free kick was, or what it should have been. 55th minute. Hold on, let me see here. This is Group D. Let's see what we got. So many cards, so little time. All right. So if they get 9 points, they would still win the group. But my God, this is not a good. Okay. But who's to say? Even if they did screw up here and only got 9 points, they would still win the group if my predictions are completely right. But I mean, they've been pretty much on the money as hold on. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much on point so far, at least positional wise. Results, not exactly Trinidad, but is what is. Of course, in Brooklyn. But with that being said, so wait, Brooklyn's Coney Island? Okay, that just confuses me. So wait, Brooklyn's Coney Island? That just confuses me. I thought Coney Island was like more on Staten Island or something. I don't know. Evander's birthday today and Nathan. Well, happy birthday to them. Coney Island is in Brooklyn. Well, there you go. Legitimately, New York is confusing. I'm not gonna lie. You can't get to Staten Island on the subway. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Only ferry. Well, that makes sense. New York is a confusing city, or the boroughs and stuff like Brooklyn, Manhattan, Queens. Like Brooklyn and Queens ain't far from each other, or maybe Manhattan's NYC, or Brooklyn's in Queens. But then Queens is its own. But Queens is a borough, but it's its own thing. It gets confusing. Panama lose. I'll lose my bet. I got Suriname to win. Haiti, Guatemala, Curacao, Jamaica, El Salvador, Costa Rica, Panama, Honduras, Brazil. That will give me around $50. It's always that last leg of the parlay. Shit. Carrasquia's coming on because and Fajardo, you better. They need to put on those guys. Yeah, you're damn right. Yeah, Carrasquia and Fajardo need to come on. Yep, good idea. It's that damn last leg of the. It's always that last leg of the parlay. Like, it's always the last leg of the parlay. It's without fail. Without fail. Which I guess why it's also hard to win trifectas and superfectas in horse racing, but, you know. I need to go back to Fairmount Park. I think I still got it. Shot over the bar. I think I still got it. I mean, I did call Lucky Strike winning the Kentucky Derby a couple of years ago. Yeah, I think I still got it. I need to go back to Fairmount Park. There it is. Martinez is off for Carrasquilla. There it is. And Jose Fajardo is coming on for Eduardo Guerrero. Yep. 59th minute. They better change the game with 30 minutes to go, I would hope. But if I'm Panama, I would hope they'd change the game with 30 minutes to go. Strawbridge, Welch. Throw in. Yeah, they're looking better already. It's only been a couple of seconds, but they're looking better already. But seriously, with that tactics board, who's ready for me? Who's ready for me to just go complete? I mean, you kind of saw it in the Canada video, I'm not going to lie. But I even said if I had the tactics board. But who's ready for me to go deep dive into tactics, whether it's on live or on the review? Because on Tuesday I'll have the board. And I already sort of did it, I guess, on the Canada video, but with the book. Just using my fingers to trace it. But, you know. Again, when you see a $30 tactics board on Amazon with the magnets, come on, that's a no-brainer. With $50 gift cards, with two $25 gift cards, and you could like basically have that on a tactics board. No, it's not it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Because if you've seen the quick goal ones that were like bigger, header, goal! There it is. Jose Fajardo puts it away, and it's 2-1. Jose Fajardo gets up there, puts it into the back post. It's 2-1. 1-2, Panama, Jose Fajardo. There's the game changer. Could have told you. There it is, Jose Fajardo. That would be 61st minute. 1-2. Staten Island's the most underrated borough of NYC. It's almost the most fun. Made fun of the best borough in NYC debate because it's the only borough that's closer to Jersey than the rest of New York City. Hey, I like the Jersey Shore. Like, Jersey deserves more respect. Like, I know the mafia ain't a thing anymore, so I guess they can't command their respect, but, come on now. 61st minute, Fajardo scores the goal. But, again, because, see, here's what got me. I knew I had two $25 gift cards for Amazon. I still need to buy another ring light for a backup, but whatever. We'll handle that later. Still have, I think, a $25 Visa gift card, too, but whatever. With that being said, I saw the Quick Goal website I looked up football tactics boards just because earlier, like, post like about 2 o'clock or whatever last night because whatever I did. So I saw the Quick Goal website, one of those bigger ones with magnets was like $130. So then I look on Amazon, there's a 4-star one for $30 and I got $50 worth of gift cards. Use it on something, right? I'm like, that's a steal. I'm like, $100 less with magnets on Amazon. That's a steal. I'm like, and I got two $25 gift cards. Like, that's going to use like half of it, a little bit over half of it. Like, could be useful because one, deep dives, tactic deep dives. Second of all, because I can. Frank Sinatra's Italian. Jack Nicholson and Bruce Willis from New Jersey. Yeah, I think I knew Willis was from Jersey, but here's Johnny. 64th minute. But yeah, Sinatra's from Jersey too. Yeah. But yeah, there you go. Plays down, clear away by Panama, but definitely Fajardo and Carrasquilla changed the game. Now, hopefully get another. Hope I get my 50. Well, they're winning right now, so I think you'll be fine. If they get another, I think you'll definitely be fine, unless, well, Brazil chokes. But, well, knowing the USA, they could also bounce back heavily. Who knows? But Brazil's playing their best 11. You'll be fine. If Greg Berhalter beats Brazil and not Colombia, I mean, it sort of makes sense, but no. 16 for 3 for Montserrat is the sub. So that'll be number 3 or 16's coming off, which is Jernaid Mead for Lenny Sereno is the sub. '65th minute. But there you go. That's out. Have you heard Unchained Melody? I probably have. I just don't remember hearing it. Rings a bell, but, probably I'd remember it if I heard it. 66th minute. And I know you're talking about a song. Unchained Melody is definitely a good name for a mixtape or a playlist, though. It is. At least the way how chaotic my playlist can get, it would be. It would be. How chaotic my playlist could get, it would be. Yeah, Elvis. Still, his music, There's Always Me, better song. Suspicious Minds. Suspicious Minds is a really good song. Blue Suede Shoes, Hound Dog. I mean, Elvis's music is amazing. Let's just remember when the Yankee CEO wanted to put NYCFC Staten Island Yankees old baseball stadium right next to St. George Ferry Terminal. That, I think, I remember hearing that. Yeah, that would have been something. Considering the Staten Island Yankees are a single A team, or I should say were, because I think they got contracted during when the minor leagues contracted, I think. So, yeah. Playing forward. Panama in the 69th minute. Looking for a third. Saved. Really into hardcore punk. I mean, I love hardcore punk metal music. I do. I have a full-on metal playlist on Spotify. Like all metal all the time. But I do like metal. Killswitch Engage. Asking Alexandria. A Day to Remember. Motionless in White. Black Veil Brides. How are Panama not destroying this team? Montserrat hadn't played half bad in the second half. Goal! There's number 3. Here comes the route. 3-1 Panama. Another header past the keeper. 1-3, 1-3, and that'll probably be the sealer. That's a goal for Jose Rodriguez. A floating header put away. Oh, well, that sucks. It's always the fine margins. Cross in, floated header or floated ball in, headed in by Rodriguez, past the arm of the keeper, just barely too late to the ball. And that's 1-3, 1-3 Panama. There we go. That would be really an unskippable commercial right now. 71st, 70th minute, we'll go with it. Playing forward, here's another shot past the post. By Fajardo, past the post. Could have got his second, but no. Three substitutions for Montserrat. Lyle Taylor coming off for 19. Josiah Dyer, 72nd minute. Alex Dyer coming off for Joseph Taylor. And the final sub, or their 4th of 5, Brandon Barzy off for Mylan Benjamin. They have one sub left, one window. Cesar Yanis came on at the half for Welch. Two subs for Panama in the 60th. They have two windows left and two subs. One sub left, one window for Montserrat. Playing forward, that's not going to go. 73rd minute. $73 minutes. almost gave that one away. He was getting pressed to hell and back and chose not to. Okay. Luckily, didn't end badly. 74th minute, 1-3, 1-3. Panama leading, going to get to their 6th point of the qualifiers if they hold the win, but they would have to give up 2 goals, which would be embarrassing, but hard to do. And not score anymore, which I think they'll at least get 1 more. Playing forward. You know what? I won't even review this one. I don't think there's much to. I think we'll just finish the review and leave it as it is, or stream and leave it as it is. Kind of want to get that Canada video as much as it can get. So you know what? We'll leave the stream as it is. Like, I mean, yeah, Panama played well for the last 30 minutes, but I mean, do you blame me? '75th minute. I don't think there's much to say about this game, really. Like, I mean, wouldn't you agree? Like, I mean, yeah, there was 4 goals, but there's not much to say about this game. And I feel like making the video is going to, like, undercut my Canada-France video. So you know what? I'm going to make the executive decision just to finish the stream, and that's that. 2 streams, 1 review day, which is still a double. So I think Red Bull Arena is next to Newark, New Jersey, town called Harrison, but I heard New Jersey folks don't show up to their stadium. I don't blame you. I blame that the betting system is rigged, always wrong, always. Well, I mean, why wouldn't it be, though? Like, why wouldn't the betting system be rigged? Like, they're trying to make money. They're not just going to let you win. Like, of course it's rigged. Like, of course the betting system is rigged. In general. In general, it's rigged because if you're trying to make more money, you're going to put your money on an underdog that's less likely to win. They make more money off of you. If you're trying to go for the safe portion, you put on a little bit of a money on a winner, and you're not beating the house. You're just making maybe a 10%, if not anything, a short-term gain. If you're going favorites, and even then, sometimes it could go badly for you if you throw in the little changes. Like if you just go straight up money line, but then again, if you want to make money on a favorite, that's also a problem. The problem is you're trying to make money on a favorite more than just whatever they give for you for whatever it is you have to add those changes. Like you have to add the points. You have to add the spread. You have to add the over. Like you have to add a parlay to it, especially with a couple of different favorites, and you're bound to get screwed over because somebody's going to choke. And then when football, the even harder part is there's draws. So in general, yeah, Vegas and betting markets are trying to be rigged. They are rigged. Like that's the plan. That's the ploy. It's rigged. You're either dumb enough to bet on the underdog too many times, they're going to make money hand over fist off of you, or you have to add more conditions to your bet if you're betting for the favorite. It's simple as that. It is a rigged job. In general, it is, because, again, they're either making more money off of you, or they will make money off of you because you want to make more money. You're so greedy, or I wouldn't say. Yeah, greedy's a bad word, but you get my point. Your greed will consume you, and you know a team's a favorite, so you're going to bet on them, and you know you have to make more money, or you want to make more money. You have to add the little considerations as well. Freddie Gondola's on for Barcenas. So it's a situation of what exactly do you want? I not only got Panama wrong, got Haiti wrong because they conceded a goal. Brazil thought we would win by goals to 0. Wait, Brazil's playing right now? Are you going to whoop that trick? Whoop that trick! Just finished hanging out at the festival with a woman I met yesterday from a beach bonfire event. After the event, she actually invited me on an instant date. That's nice. Awesome. Good for you. So, good for you. Oh, talk about the Brazil-Mexico game. Okay. Well, or sometimes they get you like that. Playing forward past the post. Corner in the 81st minute. Panama shot. Save. What a save. 81st minute. Cross in. Headed away. Celtics won again. That's 2-0 Celtics. Damn. What's going on with the Mavs? Jeez. What is going on with the Mavs? Jesus Christ. Like, Kristaps Porzingis is legitimately taking this as a revenge tour. What'd they do? Tingus Pingus? I never heard of Latavia. You drafted this kid, you stupid. Must be. What did they do? Who is this? Who the fuck is Tingus Pingus? I never heard of fucking Latavia. I've been watching since the Raptors got eliminated. And I've been watching. I didn't watch college after Mississippi State got eliminated. So, I haven't been watching. Still been watching hockey. Even after the Leafs got eliminated. But I love hockey. I can't watch everything. And basketball is, I'm not going to lie. When the Raptors won the title, I was really, or even that era, like the DeMar Lowry era, I was really big on basketball. But maybe it just helps that the Raptors are tanking. I don't know. Maybe it helps. But that I really don't have to make a choice between football and basketball, you know. We'll see what happens when they get good again. Punched away. But even then, like, something changed, I guess. But if Porzingis wins a ring, New York is going to cry absolute tears. The salt coming from New York is going to know no bounds. I mean, Dallas was already going to have tears, but New York fans are going to cry tears if Porzingis wins a ring. So you know what? 84th minute. Yeah, the next time I'll probably watch any basketball is the Summer League. When the Raptors play in the Summer League. Raptors are tanking at this time, but I want to see a basketball live stream. Who knows? Maybe they'll be shockingly better next year. Who knows? I mean, they should be a little bit better, but who knows? Maybe I'll do Summer League. I do like watching the Summer League. No. I think I've always enjoyed watching it in general. And of course, when Toronto gets a team, I'll be watching more. 85th minute. How we doing, Alex? DLIRs is on for Panama. 1-3 Panama. 1-3. 85th minute. Playing forward. Shot by Carrasquilla. What a save. 85th minute. Oh, the Blue Jays are fourth in the AL East now. Let's go. We back. And it's Tampa Bay who's fifth. I can't believe it. That's something I haven't seen since 08 or 07. Tampa Bay down. You love to see it. Carrasquilla is a bit overrated. No Olympic basketball live stream. Maybe if Canada makes the Olympics final. You know, maybe if Canada makes the Olympics semifinals or finals. Yeah, maybe. But it would have to be something big like that. I mean, Canada's got a good squad. They could make the final gold medal game. I could see it. As long as it's not played on the same day as a Olympic football final. When's the next live stream? On Tuesday. Two of them. 2 World Cup qualifiers I'll be live for. At 3 o'clock, I'll be live for Bahamas versus St. Kitts. I'll be live later that night for another game. I think Dominican Republic playing a game. Yeah. '88th minute. So 2 games on Tuesday. I'm not doing the TST final tomorrow because it's just not. The 3 teams that I would have wanted to do did not make the final at all. So, shot. That'll be cleared. What are you doing for Euros and Copa America? Euros, Italy versus Albania on match day 1. Their match day 1. Spain versus Croatia. Italy versus Spain. Italy versus Croatia. Basically any Italy games, and I think a good bit of Croatia games as well for the Euros. Copa, everything. Or at least mostly everything. I'll be covering some every day at least. And I would say about, 90% of the matches? So, if something's happening, I'm probably covering it for Copa. I think even when Toronto's playing, like I'm still doing doubles for games that aren't even Canada and Toronto. So I think everything, yeah. 89th minute, like Copa America, we're going all in. Euros is a little bit more spotty, but if I didn't do that, I would legitimately probably have the biggest eye bags you've ever seen by the end of the month. So it would still probably take a while for those to recede. So you know what? '90th minute. If I went complete full bore on everything, I'd probably have the biggest eye bags in the world. Probably could have a Guinness World Record if I went full bore on both the Euros and Copa. So after the recent results, what CONCACAF teams passed the second round? I say Canada, Jamaica. I still think the USA have enough to get second in the group against Uruguay or over the other two teams, but in the same group with Uruguay. Mexico, they could still get knocked out. Argentina won against Ecuador 1-0. Good for Argentina. 90th minute. Panama, don't think so. Mexico, Costa Rica, I don't think so. Mexico may. I'm a little bit more believable in them, but they still lost, but they at least had a comeback against Brazil. They looked useful. 3 minutes of stoppage time. So it's still a possibility. USMNT won't beat Uruguay. I said they'd get out of the group, not beat Uruguay. I said they'd be over the other two teams and then under Uruguay. That's what I exactly said. And if it didn't sound like that, my bad. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Costa Rica will get destroyed the group. I would agree. Jamaica gets out of their group. I'm sure of that. Canada gets out. USA gets second. Plays on, rounds the keeper. So Canada, USA, Jamaica, I'm pretty sure will get out of their groups. Probably all second place. Mexico probably could. I still say there's a probably there. Panama and Costa Rica, no. Like, if Panama's struggling with Montserrat, I'm sorry, they're not. Here's a shot. Saved. 2 minutes to go. Well, I mean, Canada might. I mean, they did just draw the second best team in the world. They might. They might. $140. So you want a civil war. Okay. So you want a civil war to start because of football. Okay. Two minutes. But France was playing at half speed. Their superstars were on the bench. I don't care how good. They should have still beat Canada, even playing half speed. The fact that was a draw is embarrassing. Seconds to go. That'll be full time. 1-3. Panama wins 1-3 esta noche. 1-3 on the night. They got it done. Not the best game. pretty boring. It is what it is. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification. Subscribe. Send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I'll see you tomorrow for a live, or not tomorrow, Tuesday, for a live watch along and review of Bahamas versus St. Kitts. I'll be live again on Tuesday for another match later that night, but I'll see you on Tuesday. So have an amazing Monday. Have a good rest of your night. I'll see you Tuesday. I'm Ron and I'm out. Peace.